Come in.
Yay! He's coming into land.
I'm half in, half out. I've been zoomed out.
Got the hokey cokey son.
Goodness gracious.
You've made it.
Stress levels at the highest possible thing. Oh, goodness gracious. Good morning, everybody, anyway.
Morning.
Good morning, Gordon, and thank you very much for allowing me to.
It's a pleasure, my friend. If anybody could interrupt the Matchbox Theatre, it would have to be Mr. Bill Connor.
Well, let's hope you're still saying it's a pleasure by the time I've finished. But
Right.
we will see there. But there's one thing that I'm going to show you before I start reading this because it's relevant.
Okie doke.
Can you see that?
Yes, it's a score that says
Amazing,
ding.
very good.
Okay, now lots of numbers, and shed builders spend most of their time counting. And you can see there's a red bit on here that says ding. And this is the third percussionist, and it's a triangle. Okay, so this is the plot. Oh, yeah, you too. Have a good one. See you later. Yes, I will. Yo, Bobby, you too, mate. Have a good blow. Oh, thanks, Janie. Yes, I know one tingling and I'm exhausted. See you later, darling. And so they troop on. I stand back, not in deference of the collective skills of the real tunesmiths, but just because I have to, otherwise there'll be a not very nice crush of windmilling arms, legs, instruments, and penguin-suited bodies gingerly traversing the edge of the Everest High stage. Not good for the Stradivarii in transit. So I let everyone else on. Then that's us, all three of the shed builders. The mindless crash bangs, as our leader calls us, the arrogant git. So we gather and check our stuff. Stands, pads, beaters, sticks, instruments. For me, one of a medium triangle. Hey, it's just me and my tingling. And settle down to contribute to the texture of the music through mostly silence. Yes, you heard me, right. Silence, counting, tangible silence is what we contribute mostly. So that when we do come in, a crashing and a banging, we're absolutely spot on the dead center, hemi, demi, semi-quaver, boom, bash. Now look, the thing is, there's nothing magical or posy or superior or what's the word people might use? Ostentatious about playing in an orchestra. See, it's like this. Someone has the ideas, composers, some of them lap it up posers, Sodom. Yeah, I know it's not nice to say, but I tell you, sometimes you just want to say, blimey, that was crap. But you never do. The crits might, but in such a way that no one understands or takes any notice anyway. So, how the scribblers scribble down their ideas. The copyist copies out each and every part that are lovingly checked, bowed, bar counted, page turned. You can't stop the piece and shout, hold on a minute, as you whip the page across with one hand holding rather than blowing an instrument in the other hand. This is why strings have 2 players per stanza, because they're chugging away most of the time. One player stops and turns while the other chugs louder to compensate. Where was I? Oh, yes. Lovingly nursed by the mole-like librarian who pads the parts, books them up and puts them on the stand, then sods off to the pub till it's time to gather them all up again a couple of hours later and bag them up until the next time, which we don't know when, likely never. And for the shed builders, that's us, it's simple. Count, count, count till you bang, bang, bash. That's it. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Tumultuous applause for the corpulent carver. That's Orc speak for conductor, by the way. As he enters, oh so daintily, followed on by the leader, Scraper, bowing, mortally wounded for the ragged, fragmented reception his solo entrance was given. The git. Yeah. Now, let me elucidate a little. The orchestra is made up of 3.5 families of humanely driven sound sources, and they are, in turn, the scrapers, the blowers, and the shed builders, with their sonic cousins, the pluckers and the pickers, and other long lines of relatives that might be thought about by the posers. Composers. And for those of you who might have difficulty with Orc speak, that's strings are scrapers, winds and brass are blowers, and percussion are the shed builders. Harp and piano, doubling celeste, are the pluckers and the pickers. And whomsoever else the scrivener might wish as distant friends, like teapots, placky bags, newspapers, brake drums, in fact, anything that can be persuaded to make a noise via an object you don't have to pay for. Oh yeah, and the carver has turned inwards. Oh gosh, this is it. Deep breath. Okay, bit of a swig on the wall. Gotta keep your mouth dry for counting, you see. Okay, deep breath. One single triangle ting after 265 bars. In a tundra of white bars rest. Me counting, not playing. Okay, slow, upbeat, and expressive long downbeat, ushering soft, warm string texture at the bar line. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. See what I mean? Beat, breathe with the beat, focus, count, immerse the head, the heart, and the memory in the moment. Slow up. 1 and 2 and 3 and back to tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2. You see, being a third perk player and a part-time shed builder, I am, of course, totally fixated on the piece, the part, the process, the genial flow of the surround sounds directed by passing graphics on the page to deliver a seamless entry of textural support from wood, metal, skin via various beaters of variable jig, seamless soaring the colors under our corporate control at the precisely required moment, imagined and fixed to the stave by minds a great deal greater and much more imaginative than mine will ever be. Bit faster here. Follow the beat. Follow the. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3. Was that 2 or 3? Oh, did it? 3. At the same time, stood counting through the first valley of 86 bars, confirmed by the figure 86, followed by a double bar to indicate a change of tempo or tempo referencing the safety net of something I need to take note of. The front row lady drops her program. Friend, stroke partner, stroke husband, shushes and glares. She nudges back. He goes beetroot. Oh yeah, husband, lover, ex for good time's sake. Who knows? Being a focused cog in the symphonic wheel with inaction usually stretched between the arriving policeman through the window. Adrenaline-led lunges and number-crunching stasis There's ample time for the observation of others in the process of performance, knowing that the safety net of the double bar line, the safety, of course, I wouldn't let my attention wander. Oh no, never, 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 never let your attention wander. My purpose being absolute adherence to the numeric flow of empty bars, not playing, just counting, leading to the precisely noted sonic event on the printed and or handwritten page. In my case, this piece, one of a ting at bar 238. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and oh sod it, was that 3 or 4? Look across at the second and principal shed builders. Smile if they're looking, so it doesn't look like what it is. Panic and await. Both preparing their beaters for that cataclysmic Stravinsky clash, boom, of ear-severing cymbal and bass drum on the fourth beat of bar 121. They don't lose count. They don't come crashing in a beat earlier and say, oops, sorry, because that they breathe, they prepare, and crash, wham, spot on, dead center beat. Yeah. And then realize I've stopped counting again. Nimmer problema, double bar safety coming up. Wait for it. Here it comes. Yup, jump on, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Phew, 2, 3, 4. T, 2, 3, 4. In tempo with safety on. 78 bars to go to the next transonic injection. Prepare the triangle now, so beater and triangle are primed, and oh sod it, where's the bloody beater? It's usually suspended from the triangle via a piece of string. Oh no, I remember now, the last movement has 2 triangles. I look across to confirm. Yep, there it is, hanging with patient purpose from the seconds triangle. Triple boogar, ding. Idea. Feel around in the pocket. Yep. Teaspoon, metal. That'll do. Thank goodness for the pre-concert yogurt. Now, if I was super confident and viscerally sure of my place in the passage of things, like the shed builders of the LSO or the BBC Phil, stoic, with not a shift in their demeanor, and each movement honed and hefted with dead center beats, just like our Jeremy, I might allow the eye to wander. I'm not suggesting for one moment I would, of course, but bloke at the end of the third row, gently nodding in tempo. Head goes back, look as surprised. So not nodding, but nodding off. Waking himself up and awake. Oh, yeah. There he goes, overemphasizing the pulse, but heavy, purposeful nodding in tempo with shifty glances left and right, just in case he's been clocked. Eye contact, ding. I assume the stoic LSO stance and pretend not to see. 46 bars till tingling, with teaspoon prepped and triangle in eye line, tinging distance. Oh, look, Mrs. Purple Top at the end of row 6 has yet another sodding wrapped toffee in her hand. And she is virtuosic in her bloody ability to unwrap the damn thing noiselessly, slide it into her mouth and suck without a waver of consummate eye contact from the carver's bountiful rump. Oh, yes. Being in the side of the band allows me much covert observation. Not that I would ever indulge in such activity. Double bar, 17 bars to tingling. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4. The ebb and flow of the tempo from minute to minute requires that the musicians understand that they will generally never be exactly together with the downbeat of the conductor. Hey, the principal flute, she's got that dress on again. Very alluring. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Confluence of movement and sound is a little like lightning preceding the clash of thunder, unless the lightning and the sound and the storm are all converged as a singularity for the greatest effect to cower and shower those out in the storm. Similar moments present themselves here with the Straussian storm brews. The musos are heated and energized, and the conductor lashes and lunges, and arms akimbo, jowls are trembling, drives the rising rumble to the climatic conclusion of an earth-shattering crescendo, causing the front desk strings to appear, not to cower in the shower of salted precipitation from the carver's forehead, hair, and neck of the milling maestro. Oh, that's sweet. Look at that. Back desk viola to back desk second fiddles, snatched a private glance, soft smiles and knowing looks. Bless them. I can see him from my position if I lean out a little. Oh, no, oh, no, 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 no. The baton, bayonet like is aimed dead center at me. Oscillating someone in the dripping hand of the quivering arm lined up to the questioning style of the boss of all. In the moment of screaming silence, I swipe the spoon at the triangle. Unfortunately, because it's shorter than the accustomed beater hanging motionless and impotent on the second's instrument, there's no contact. And in an instant, I realize there's no bloody choice. So I vocalize as convincingly as possible. Ding! Disbelieving silence is cataclysmic, but momentarily, our beloved audience burst into unrehearsed, riotous laughter. And with the whole orchestra turning and coalescing, the laughter raising the roof with howls and pointed fingers. Hey, what's up with you? It's the wife shaking me in the dark of the night. Hammering against the streaming window as I lay back in damp, phantasmagorially induced precipitation of my own, and I vow never, never, ever to stop counting.
Oh, what a relief.
You had me all of a doodah.
I said to say, well, you learned something. Scrapers, blowers, and shed builders.
No, that was magnificent.
It was spellbinding. It was absolutely spellbinding.